With me is head coach Troy Apps. Coach Apps, how impressed have you been with your defense in this first half?
Defense has been fantastic. They're running around, playing with a lot of spirit, creating turnovers, and they're doing exactly what we want. You know, offensively, when we get the ball in the red zone, we got to finish. I mean, we can't settle for 3 points like that. We got to put the ball in the end zone in the second half. We do that, it's going to be the kind of game it should be.
Absolutely. Coach Apps, thank you so much for your time. That's it for us. That's been Kyler Bills. Thank you so much, and I'll send you back to Andy and Ben for your second half coverage. Thank you.
We get the conference started right today on the Trine Broadcasting Network. Our man Kyler Bills got a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Apps.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Kyler Bills. Joining me is Coach Apps. Coach Apps, how are you doing today?
Great.
Good. Coach Apps, a great win last Saturday, 17-0 against Center. That makes it Trine's second shutout of the season. What does it mean to hold the opponents to no points on the board?
Well, it means you were able to go through an entire game and play extremely disciplined football. It's very hard to shut somebody out in today's day and age with all the RPOs and just as complicated as offenses are. But I think it shows our skill level on defense, the type of players we have, and the fact they played very disciplined football.
Absolutely. Coach Apps, this Saturday, homecoming against Alma College. How much more does it mean for it to be homecoming and a conference game as opposed to just a normal Saturday game?
Well, homecoming for me is like a family reunion. We've got guys that come back from all over the country, and it's one of the days where you can expect to see them and get a hug. Being fortunate enough to be here since 2006, a lot of familiar faces show up during homecoming, and it's just great to see how well everybody's doing. As far as the conference opener, I mean, they count for a little bit more now, and we've got a great opponent in Alma.
Absolutely. Coach Apps, the offense has been very efficient up until this point. What do you want to see out of your offense this Saturday?
Well, I think that the key is just to continue converting on third down. And, last week, we scored 17 points. A lot of people might look at that and say, whoa, you only scored 17 points. But we really chewed up a ton of clock. I mean, we owned time possession and converted those drives into scores when it mattered. Once we got up 2 touchdowns, we knew that was a very good center offense. And to keep them off the field, we used up the whole play clock when a lot of times we're more of a hurry-up style of offense. Our offense did a great job of changing tempos and eating up a ton of clock, and that's hard to do. So I think the key for our offense is just to continue taking care of the football and moving the chains on third down.
Absolutely. Coach Apps, back to the defensive side of the ball. Alma has a very dynamic offense. They're averaging almost 45 points per game. What does your defense need to do to keep Alma in check?
Well, I think we hit on that earlier, right? I mean, we've just got to stay disciplined. You hear people all the time talk about eye discipline, and that just means that having our players keep their eyes where they're supposed to be, so we're not fooled by play action, we're not fooled by trick plays. We just got 11 guys out there doing their job, and if we can get that and play with a high level of discipline, we'll continue to keep people's scores low.
Absolutely. So finally, coming up on the end of this 2-week homestand, after this week, going back on the road for the next 2 weeks, how much more does it mean to be able to play at home, at Trine, on your home field?
Well, we've got one of the greatest environments in small college football, and we're gonna have thousands of people here. Most places, small colleges, have hundreds of people in the stands. So that crowd is a huge advantage. But we, whether we're at home or on the road, we want to handle what goes on the field the same way. But I'd be lying if I didn't say there was a huge emotional burst, I'd like to say, from the support we get from our home crowds.
Absolutely. Coach Apps, that's going to be it for today, but I want to thank you for coming on and discussing with me. And thank you, guys. That's going to be it for today, and thank you, and go Thunder.
Go Thunder.
Along with my broadcast partner, Latrell Lapsley, today. And one of our comm majors, Kyler Bills, had a chance to sit down and talk to head coach Troy Apps about the solid 3-0 start and what to look for today against the Colonels.
Hello, my name is Kyler Bills. Joining with me is head coach Troy Abs. Coach Abs, how you doing today?
Doing great. Excited for another week of Thunder football.
Absolutely, absolutely. Coach Abs, before we talk about this week, I want to talk about last week. Another game on the road, a big win against Franklin. How does it feel entering week 4 at a 3-0 record and to get another big win on the road?
Feels great, and I thought we traveled much better last week than we did the week before. Overnight trips aren't real common in our program, be it our road trips are generally very short for our conference games. So I think they're huge in preparation for the future, to learn how to stay in a hotel and do things right. And I thought that we traveled much better mentally in our game against Franklin than we did the previous week against Rose-Hulman.
Absolutely, and about Rose-Hulman, I'll stop talking about the past after this, but getting that 50th win under your belt in comeback fashion, what did that mean to you and the team?
Well, we just didn't play very well in the first half. Too much finger pointing, just we weren't really in sync. And there was a weather delay before that, long day in the hotel. It was we were just kind of out of sync. And I think once we settled down and just concentrated on doing our job, we played much better and were able to get a win against a good team.
Absolutely. So a big game this week against a good football team in Center. What are some of the keys to victory this Saturday?
Well, anytime you're going to play a team that's as good as Center College, you've got to take care of the football. You can't throw it to them, can't put it on the ground. You've got to take care of the football, and you've got to convert on third downs. I think if we can take care of the football and convert on third downs, it's going to be a great game.
Absolutely. So a great first 3 weeks of football for the Trine Thunder. How do you feel like the team, in your eyes, has fared in those first 3 weeks?
Well, I think we've grown as a team. I think we've become better as a unit. I think we've become closer as a unit. I think we've started to build some trust as a unit. And I think those are 3 very important elements to having the championship football team.
Absolutely, and I think one of the key aspects to football is winning the turnover battle. How do you expect Trine, and what will Trine do to win this turnover battle this weekend?
Well, our defense has got to go out and play relentless. I mean, they've got to play with fantastic effort. And when the ball's up in the air a little bit too long, our defensive backs have to take advantage of it and go get it. And we've got to make sure that the second or third guy in on a tackle is being aggressive and going after the football. If we can do that and take care of it offensively, we'll win that turnover battle, and I think that'll determine the game.
Absolutely. Coach Abs, thank you so much for your time, and that's going to be it for us today.
All right, thanks, and go Thunder.
Kyler Bills here with Coach Abs. Coach Abs, a lot of football left to play. What do you need to see out of your team in the second half?
Oh, we've got to stop committing penalties on third down on defense, and we've got to stop having silly penalties on offense, period. We've extended drives, we've stopped our own drives. We've got to play cleaner football. If we can do that and execute offensively, we'll be able to come back and win this game.
Coach Abs, thank you for your time and good luck in the second half. That's Kyler Bills. I'm sending you back up to Andy and Ben for your second half coverage. Thank you.